the black canvas with the sponsors on it. Are you rating it or are you not?
Personally, for me, I think this could be the best Royal Rumble match we've seen in a while. You got, let's say, potentially The Rock, Roman, John Cena, CM Punk, Seth Rollins. I feel, look, Rhea Ripley, I think she deserves it. She's a great champion, but I feel Liv has been quietly undone.
We know it's a thing for a ring announcer's table to break. It's a known thing.
Absolutely,
in any event, any Raw, any SmackDown, but this announcer's table doesn't look like it will break.
If Roman wins Royal Rumble, Roman gets his shot at Cody's belt. And then CM Punk would have had a promise by Paul Heyman, and he gets to get that triple threat match with him. That's the favor.
Well, triple threat doesn't sound bad.
If we see Randy eliminate Cena, them locking eyes to each other,
that'll feed families, bro. Are you ready? Welcome back to another Touchline podcast, ringing in the new year starting off with a new wrestling podcast that we're calling Off the Ropes. You know, previously Wrestle Talk we called it. Now it's Off the Ropes. So this is episode 1 of Off the Ropes. If you're new here, hit the like button, hit subscribe, comment down below. And if you're listening to us on Spotify, make sure you follow us there. Boys, Raw on Netflix. Yeah. That was an event, eh?
That was good, man. That was very good. Good event to start off, Raw on Netflix. A lot of changes. It felt like you could say a WrestleMania, like there was big matches. But it felt good. I feel Raw on Netflix and even SmackDown, they've been producing good shows. We're only 3 episodes in, but it's looking good.
Raw on Netflix, man. What a big event. As you said, WrestleMania matches. You had Seth Rollins, Punk. You had other matches.
Roman.
How could I forget? Roman Solo.
That was like
Tribal
the
Combat
first match. Like that was exceptional. Right? The match was like very good.
And even like all the speculations around Netflix, having buffering issues and whatnot, like They delivered. They delivered, we're 2 episodes in now. We don't know what comes later. But for that first episode, everyone was skeptical about what's going to be, Raw on Netflix. And then it turned out to be a great show, man. WrestleMania, it was basically WrestleMania on Netflix, as we said.
I think it was, I'd say a 7.5 out of 10 event. I think it was really good. I don't think it was exceptional. Like, I thought it could have been better, but I think 7.5 is, I think, a very good show.
Oh, the craziest thing, there was 2 craziest things that came out of that show. One was Hogan getting booed, but
that was crazy.
But The Rock, how he came out as a babyface, man,
confused everyone. Confused everyone.
Everyone off guard.
That just felt like very how can I say it in the sense like confusing and cringy.
Look,
I would say
it was cringy, but it was cringy,
and it sounded like very suspicious too.
Because it was cringy. It was cringy in the way how he came out and started, dabbing up the fans, hugging the fans. I don't know if he did hug the fans, but he seemed like he was a babyface straight off the bat. Went in the ring, cut a promo saying, "Oh, Cody Rhodes, mad respect to you. You carried the business for 1 year." And then he goes on saying, giving praise to Roman Reigns. And then by the end of the show, puts the fallout back on Roman Reigns. It was very weird.
I think there's 2 ways we can look at this. It's either The Rock is just fooling everyone, and just playing mind games with everyone, and he's going to make a shock return maybe at Royal Rumble and then just possibly win it, if that's the case. Or he's not going to be at Royal Rumble, he's not going to be at WrestleMania, and he's got other plans in Hollywood and he's acting. Maybe he couldn't make it or something.
I don't think he's going to be at Rumble. I feel like there's something... He's planning something like, how can I explain it? Like,
as you said,
like no one's not going to expect to see what's going to happen. What he's going to be planning something massive.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the way how his eye reaction when he was given the handshake to Roman Reigns, it feels like something suspicious about Rock. I think
because not only that, on NXT when he cut the promo, he's like, "I'm 20 steps ahead." So as you said, he's you could say he's ahead. Like if that's the storyline, if they're saying like he's trying to fool Cody Rhodes, how he's easily gullible, the way he teamed up with Roman Reigns, and at the same time the way he's like made buddy with Roman Reigns again. At the same time, you could say he's 20 steps ahead in it's storyline, but I don't think it's storyline because if they really wanted to kick, this storyline into gear, it happened now. Yeah. Up until the Royal Rumble, then past Royal Rumble, leading up to WrestleMania. So I feel like if this is the storyline going forward, it should have happened now. He should have been heel already. You know what I mean? He can't play as a babyface.
Personally, I think there's something that's happened in the schedule of The Rock that he can't make, and I think they've just cut it there, and then they're going to be focusing on new storyline. Because you look at what event was it when I think it was Roman and Cody in the ring when they tag team against Solo.
That was Bad Blood.
He was full putting 1, 2, 3, and then just silenced them. And in a way, like, if that was to continue back in Raw and Netflix, they should have continued from there. So that's why I feel, like I said before, something has interfered in the schedule of The Rock and he couldn't make it. Or it might be a masterclass from The Rock and Triple H what they're doing. And it could be a great storyline coming up.
Can I say something? Because what Shubble said, how he done that at Bad Blood. But then when it came to Raw on Netflix last week, he actually like handshaked Roman Reigns. He handshaked Cody Rhodes. And he started like squashed a little bit of the beef, like saying, just push it to the side. But something's not making no sense. I think, like I heard about rumors like from the pro wrestling, like
dirt sheets,
like online and everything. He could perform. He's going to form a faction.
Who?
The Rock. He's bringing like 3 big talents.
But like, see, here's the thing: we're so close to WrestleMania, man. Like, you can't be playing these games. I mean, like, what's going to happen? Like at Royal Rumble, he's going to do something. I mean, you did say
he's before Rumble.
There's rumors about him being the 31st man. We all know it's a 30-man Royal Rumble. Personally, for me, I like. If this was to happen, I like this direction. The fact that 30 men's in the ring. You think that's it. You see the countdown, the buzzer coming down. You're getting excited. It's something new that we haven't. You know, it'll be good to see. It brings just a different, view for the fans. It gets them excited. Yeah. And we all know if that happens, there's 10 seconds on the clock, 31 men, we know it's The Rock. Because we all know Triple H is a very creative director. He knows what to do. We see where he's pulled out the Big E with the New Day. No one expected that to happen where they turned on him. Yeah. So Triple H is creative. But with The Rock, I just don't know. It could, as Shabal said, it could either be his... can't make it, or Triple H is doing something.
Because there are, someone said like he's got reshoots for the Moana live action around WrestleMania, that might just shoot it dead in the water. That he's not going to be able to come to WrestleMania 41. Yeah. So like maybe that is the case. Like he's like
it just doesn't make sense. Like does it make sense for storyline for someone to be like a heel to just out of nowhere become a babyface? Can you make a storyline out of that? Is it possible? It doesn't make sense at all for him just to be babyface. That's why I feel he's not going to make a Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
I think he's out of
Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania. For 1 year. I think
a year at least,
I think next year, I don't know if we're going to get that Roman Reigns dream match.
Some are saying it's died out.
Surely not, man. We've got to get that, man.
I would love to see it to happen like Roman Reigns and The Rock at Mania. That'll be a mad epic match.
There's so many matches we know that never happened, and this could be one of them. But let's talk about the little changes that we've seen in the Raw Netflix, the new franchise. We've seen the new ring. The new, what's it called?
So we got the new black canvas. Now, what are your opinions, boys, about the new black canvas on Raw? I mean, we'll talk about the SmackDown one too. Let's start with Raw. The black canvas with the sponsors on it. Are you rating it or you're not?
I don't like the sponsors. Like, there's so many sponsors. Yes, maybe one. Like, we saw with the Prime how it was just one sponsor. You can get away with that, but I don't like the many sponsors around it. I didn't like it. Do I prefer it black or white? I think growing up as a WWE fan, we always saw it white. And I think to keep it that way, it would have been right to leave it white. But I understand the new view, the perspective they're seeing it. They want to change everything up. We see with the referees black as well. So I understand, but I'm not a fan of it.
I'm not a fan of it either too. To be honest, bro, too many sponsors on that ring, like on the floor.
Ring mat.
You don't need it. You don't need it. Just keep it simple the way it was.
You know why they need it?
Money.
That's what it is. It's all about money and business.
It's a new era. Like, of course, me as a fan, I'd rather white, but I'm not against it being black. Like, it's a new era, Netflix. They just want to change everything up and just like, the whole thing about WWE.
It doesn't matter whether it's black, white, purple, whatever. But upon seeing it, when the curtain went down and when we saw Triple H in the ring, the initial shot with on Raw and Netflix, I thought they'd change it. I thought usually we see the coloured mats, in like segments and like say Miss TV or something like that. But now, so upon initially seeing it, I'm like they're gonna change it going forward. The first match was the Tribal Combat match. I'm like they're gonna change it back to white or something. They didn't, and then I was really angry at it. I'm like being that pro wrestling fan all my life, we've always seen it as white. I was initially angry, but then it grew on me. I'm like, this is actually all right. Yeah. And then with the sponsors, man, like, I think just seeing that the first sponsor with Prime, I was like very pissed about it. And then I got used to it. And then if you add a few, what is it, like 10 sponsors in the ring? Like, it doesn't, I don't care anymore about the sponsors. But it's really, my main issue is the color of the mat. It's I don't know. I don't mind it, but I do mind it, being that pro wrestling fan. But what about the blue SmackDown mat, the canvas. Are you rating it?
I don't know.
It doesn't have a sponsor. It doesn't have any
No
sponsors on
sponsor, which is better. For me, look, to be honest, I'd rather the black one on Raw. But SmackDown, it's the same with what's it called? With Raw.
Raw as well.
It's like the way they've changed it. I just feel, like I said, new era. Just they have to change it. They can't just keep it white, and it's not bad, to be honest. It's not bad.
I think the blue the blue sucks more than the black.
Yeah, that's why I said the black is better than the blue.
I agree.
A blue canvas just doesn't look good at all, like in anything. I understand SmackDown's blue, but the black one is better. Like again, as Bill said, I think the black one's grew on me. Like I can take it, but the blue one isn't the best. But again, I don't want to be too picky. WWE is doing good right now with all the wrestlers, but it's always good to comment on the little things they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
But also the live
match cards.
The
moving match cards.
Yeah, so crazy. That's mad.
Like they brought it. They brought it back recently. I mean, before they went on Netflix, and it didn't look too good.
Yeah.
But then with the new Netflix graphics and the way it all comes together, bro, perfect.
There was one today with Seth and Drew. Yeah, it was so good.
Oh, with the WrestleMania logo.
Yeah, so good, man.
And another thing that's changed is the ring announcers table.
That's
they've got a bloody armor truck now.
I know.
It's an armor truck.
It's not gonna break.
But like, because we were talking about the street fight on today's Raw, but like, does it break? Like, you know what I mean?
I think there's a bit of glass on the side and that, or I don't know what.
We know it's a thing for a ring announcer's table to break. It's a known thing.
Absolutely,
in any event, any Raw, any SmackDown, but this announcer's table doesn't look like it would break.
It's
so
like
if someone was to pedigree or a spear into the announce table, like I think it'd just stay there.
Someone
did just stay stable.
Someone used that tape on Raw and Netflix. I think it was probably the Roman fight or something. It didn't break at all. So if that's the case, it's a bit disappointing because we all know so many iconic moments happen on that table.
That's right.
So the fact if that's removed, it ruins some big moments that can happen if it's still there. Again, something small, but it's a big thing.
It is small, but it's a big thing in WWE.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's a massive thing, man.
It's like the most important table.
No, it's not most important.
Not the most important thing, but like
it's that holy shit moment.
Yeah,
it's like,
obviously,
bro,
if you see someone go on to that, you just said, "Oh, something's big.
Something's about to happen." Yeah,
that excitement has gone now. You just know if someone's standing, it's just a normal collision.
I feel like they bring back the normal tables back, the announcement table. Like that's where
who knows? Yeah. It's not confirmed. It could still break.
Doesn't look like it's gonna break, bro.
Like I reckon it could break.
You see the barriers around the actual table, bro. It's thick.
I know.
I think it was the Roman and Solo match when that happened, and like normally when that was was happening, it would break.
Yeah,
but that one, like you said, it just looked too solid for it.
Bro,
it's not going to
break.
Too
solid, man. And I don't think they're going to break like a table like that. It's got lights. It's got everything on it, man.
Surprised why they would stop that.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's not usual for it to be stopped.
Yeah,
it's a bit weird. But again, apart from that, Raw Netflix was good. Netflix has been very good. The transition from wherever you're watching it, USA or Foxtel, it's been good. And it's been a very good
One more thing before we enter the recent Raw. The breaks. They're pissing me off.
Yeah.
Man, we don't get breaks on Netflix. I mean, in Australia, we don't get breaks. So it just continues. But other places get breaks. And so whenever you know they're going to enter a break, it goes black screen.
And then goes back on.
And then it goes back on.
And then sometimes you hear the commentator, they're saying something and it cuts off midway before they go to break or like, you know, it's very everywhere right now.
There's, today even sometimes the theme song stops. There was
that's
right. I noticed something happened where I realized, this is why, because eventually they replayed the music, and you know when the ad finishes, comes back on the TV, that person standing in the ring with the theme song happening. I noticed,
and not just that, even like when they have like Kathy Kelly and Jackie Raymond when they interview the wrestlers too, they had to cut off the music. And then when it goes back to the ring, like like how you said about the entrance.
Yeah, but I'm speaking more in the way where, like, for instance, there was a part in today's Raw where Sheamus was going for the white noise on Ludwig Kaiser, and then Ludwig Kaiser reverses it and then carries Sheamus, and then it cuts the break.
Are you serious?
It cuts the break for us. It goes to black screen, but for the rest of the world, it goes to break. And then, like what the hell? Like, usually you don't see that in WWE. Usually, if they're outside the ring, you know, they're recovering, and then it cuts the break.
Happens,
You know what I mean? Like, now it's cutting to break while in the ring, while, you know, Ludwig Kaiser's about to slam Sheamus. So, like, bro, they really got to figure this out.
They really do. Up,
because everything's everywhere. Just put everyone on Netflix.
Exactly.
That's the only place to be.
So what countries wouldn't have Netflix? Like,
I think India's not on Netflix.
India's
I don't
not
know.
Probably soon.
I think there's a few places where Netflix, you know,
but it affects the timing of everything.
It does.
And if they can fix it right, because as Bill said, it always happened when someone's out the ring, they're resting. So yeah, they got to fix it because it ruins the moment, the feeling of watching it and all that. So yeah, they got to fix it. But let's move on to the Raw that happened today. Pretty decent Raw. A lot to talk about. Let's first talk about the great match with Finn Balor and Damian Priest.
That was crazy, bro. That one of the greatest matches I've ever seen.
It was good.
Like genuinely, like when you think the match was done, it wasn't done. Like when you saw Finn Balor on the stretcher, I'm like, no, that's it. No way. I'm like, no way they're gonna end the feud like this. Like, I'm like, they're gonna do another match at probably Royal Rumble or whatever, but nah. And then Damian Priest charges down, bro.
Bro. But how funny was the reaction when he went, like when he was running into back on the
ramp?
Yeah, the ramp. Sorry, and he saw Finn Balor and he gives him the face reaction. He starts applauding him.
That's I think that just settles. I think the beef between them.
That has to be.
You look at Drew and CM Punk. They had a few previously. They had 3 matches against each other. People were getting sick of it. And after that great match at Hell in a Cell, it just ended. And after this great match, I think that's it. You put a stop to this. You could tell match. The match wasn't done because the ref was still in the ring. Was just telling Damien just to stay away a bit. Usually when that happens, they'd call it off.
Now, I genuinely thought
I thought it was going to call off.
I thought it was done.
But what a moment when he went into the tendons, him and Bella, and then he just goes for
that was a mad spot.
That was massive.
That was a massive spot. Like I don't know what the elevation was on that, but that was high up, bro.
But the collision, like when Bella went down, everyone thought that he was done. Like full injured, broken neck. But it was all what's
that storyline, obviously.
Yeah,
but like
the fans were going crazy. But I'm surprised Dom did it. Like that's what
I was saying off camera.
Finn Balor.
Yeah, he wasn't even there. Like, he didn't interfere in the match.
I think Finn told him to stay back, but usually we know when he does tell him, he still comes out.
Something going there,
so
man.
something got you. It's been like that for a few weeks. There's been tension with Dom and Finn. So yeah, it'll be interesting what happens with them. But yeah, that was a fantastic match, and
I put that match next to the Hell in a Cell match with Drew and Punk. But that was that good,
what
man.
Would you rate out of 10,
bro? I'd say
I think that's like a 9.
A 9 out of 10.
I think that was
I would have said 9 as well.
Yeah, bro. If I was Dave Meltzer, I'd give it 5 stars, man.
Like from the very start, they went where the fans were, like instantly. It was
bang.
Bang.
So chairs, kendo sticks, and bins getting thrown.
Tables being smashed, like
it was a
mad.
They should bring more street fights.
That's what they
did in that way.
Yeah, that way. Yeah.
It would have been better if the announcer's table broke.
Yeah.
I wish that happened. I wish that happened.
They did everything. They broke tables, steel chairs,
kendo
kendo
sticks,
sticks,
everything.
The barrier. They collapsed the barrier, bro. They jumped off everywhere.
They had everything, like you said. That just shows that's never gonna break this thing. They're not using it anymore.
Yeah,
exactly.
They would have used it. They would have used it. Like, that's the main thing you're gonna use to jump.
I want to see street fights again, like in the near future. Like
we've been seeing a lot lately. Braun Strowman had his one with.
He's had it so many times.
With Bronson Reed. Yeah,
Bronson Reed, Braun Strowman. They've all had street fight matches.
But
no.
I was gonna change the topic. But I was gonna say about you touched on Dom. Now, Liv Morgan, we saw that little segment with Liv Morgan, talking with Judgment Day and whatnot.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think the storyline is going forward? Does Liv Morgan control the bloodline, and do they hate it in that way, which makes Judgment Day turn maybe babyface? Who knows? Maybe that's just my theory. I don't know if that's right or wrong. But if it feels to me with Liv Morgan, the way she's speaking, like, go get my suitcase. I think she said something to
Dom.
Did she say something to Carlito and
McDonough?
She gave him instructions.
Roses.
Yeah. Like put him somewhere, whatever. Like it's like she's controlling him. And I don't know if they're gonna like that.
Because we could see when she joined the Judgment Day, I think Finn was more in control, and I think now she wants to take this control of the Judgment Day. I don't know what she wants to do with it. Does she want to, take a few people out of the Judgment Day, bring her own people, recruit a few people into the Judgment Day? But yeah, it's a bit weird that why she's controlling the Judgment Day these days now. I can't pinpoint. I got to rewatch it. There's something she said where that thought came to me that she's going to now take control of them. I got to
about what you said earlier?
Yeah.
About how...
said, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to take...
She
said it to Finn?
About how she, on her revenge tour, she stole the Judgment Day. She stole everything.
She said something. The last thing she said, I can't remember. I got to rewatch it, but there's something she said. I was like, oh, this girl's coming to take the Judgment Day. Like,
Was
that recently? It was today.
Today. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. And I can't remember too.
It was on that quote.
But who knows? She might... That might be the story.
Talking about Liv, I feel... Look, Rhea Ripley, I think she deserves it. She's a great champion, but I feel Liv has been quietly undone. I feel that she's only really versed one person for that belt, challenged it. I'm not sure who it was, but she versed
Io Sky?
I think was that the only one?
No, there was more, wasn't it?
She had only didn't she beat Becky Lynch for it?
She beat Becky Lynch.
Becky, that's a start because the defender.
You mean.
Defending it, and it's always been Rhea Ripley. And I've been seeing a few comments that she never got a chance to like defend it truly.
That's true.
She always versed Rhea Ripley. Like,
but to be honest, she carried that belt.
She done well. She done well.
Yeah.
I think she done an incredible job. And now Rhea.
Like, I didn't agree with putting Rhea over Liv Morgan. I felt like Liv Morgan should have retained that belt. She was doing great.
Liv to win.
Yeah, I wanted Liv to win, but she was doing great, man. I don't see the storyline. Like, who do you put Rhea with? Nia Jax now?
Nia Jax is out.
Like she got booed like heavily today, bro. That was, you can tell she loved it.
She loved it.
She was smiling, man.
She was good.
But yeah, like, what do you do with Rhea now, man? What do you like? What's the storyline? Is Bailey? Have you seen
Bailey looked at the belt.
Bailey she was like, her eyes on
She
it.
might turn heel.
Yeah, I feel like she's gonna turn heel.
Or it could be face versus face.
Or maybe like how you said, like with Rhea Ripley, like who should face her? I think Jade Cargill when she returns. I think she might be on Raw.
She's out, eh?
She's out, but she'll be back
Yeah.
because
Or
she only
Becky
got
Lynch.
concussed. Becky Lynch might be back. Charlotte Flair could be back as well.
Because apparently Becky Lynch was supposed to be back at Raw.
Yeah, she was meant to be there last week, but unfortunately it didn't happen.
Because of Undertaker, he took her spot. So that's what it was. But yeah, but who knows? Going through to the Royal Rumble. I mean, Nia Jax said, "I'm gonna enter the Royal Rumble and whatever, and then try to win
Who's
your belt."
favorite for the women's Royal Rumble?
Whose favorite?
Yeah.
Favorites?
Well, Charlotte Flair if she came back. If
Maybe
there's a return,
yeah.
it'll probably be one of the returns. You never know. And now, talk about Royal Rumble. Let's move on to this Royal Rumble coming up, the 2nd of February for us.
Yeah.
There's so many. Personally, for me, I think this could be the best Royal Rumble match we've seen in a while. You got, let's say, potentially The Rock, Roman, John Cena, CM Punk, Seth Rollins,
Drew McIntyre,
Penta
as well.
Yeah, the new guy, Jey Uso will be in it. You got so many good wrestlers that don't have a belt.
Yeah.
That now have the chance to enter the Royal Rumble. And then for me, this one's going to be one in the making. This is going to be very good.
But it's going to be very hard to
predict who's going to win.
Predict and to win the Rumble. It's going to be very hard because you've got big names. Like
Because everyone's got their micro storylines. You know, you got Roman Reigns wanting to challenge for Cody Rhodes' title. You got Drew McIntyre wanting to get redemption. You got CM Punk, Seth Rollins,
John Cena now the last time as well.
John Cena, bro.
John Cena, man.
Yeah.
CM Punk's never won a Rumble.
Yeah, that's all these micro storylines. Like really, you can't predict who's going to win.
Like it's never. Of course, everyone wants to win the Royal Rumble, but this is like everyone needs it.
Yeah, everyone's craving it.
And look, I know he probably won't win it, but I think Drew McIntyre deserves it. He's been like, to this, I don't know how he's still not a champion. Like he's been working so hard and he's still not a champion. He's been my favorite wrestler for the last 2 years maybe. Yeah. He's improved a lot on the microphone. He's a great wrestler and I just feel he deserves a title shot. It would be a good storyline for McIntyre against all odds, beats everyone, gets his title moment. That would be a good way to move. But personally for me, my top 3 favorites are Cena, CM Punk, and I'd say Roman Reigns probably.
Cena won't win it.
I don't think Cena won't.
So who's your top 3 favorites?
I don't think he will.
I don't got a top 3, but I probably have a top 1, to be honest. I feel like CM Punk would shoot straight to WrestleMania.
Yeah, because he hasn't won it.
He was supposed to win it last year, apparently.
Oh, yeah, because of the...
Yeah, but
they
hurt
might go on that
yeah.
path and give him that chance. If CM Punk does win, I've been here, I don't know if there's been a rumor around, so Roman could versus Cody for the belt.
That will happen
at
regardless,
WrestleMania,
bro. Yeah,
and then... So the Paul Heyman, see how he promised CM Punk a favor? That favor, so if Roman wins Royal Rumble, Roman gets his shot at Cody's belt. And then CM Punk would have had a promise by Paul Heyman and he gets to get that triple threat match with him. That's the favor.
Well, triple threat doesn't sound bad.
That would be crazy. Because think about it, if it's Roman and Cody, I still think you don't know who's going to win, but if it's CM Punk in there, that's going to be such a great main event to watch.
Bro, that's a good take.
Like CM Punk could win it, Cody could retain it, and Roman could continue. Like I think Roman winning it would, again, he's already, his status is already high, but winning the Royal Rumble saying that he's back.
Yeah. He's won it,
He's won it a few times.
Yeah.
2018.
I think that's
2015.
So I'm saying Roman will win the Royal Rumble, and I think that's why I said that storyline. Punk will get a favor from Paul Heyman, and he gets.
But I feel like he doesn't need to win the Royal Rumble.
Who? Reigns.
I feel like he'll get it regardless.
I think he's gonna get like targeted and backstabbed by The Rock because it's gonna lead the storyline for Mania. I feel like that Rock and Reigns are going to lead it to Mania.
Just saying Rock Reigns at Mania.
Mania, yeah. It's going to about to happen. But I'm saying the top 3, it's very hard because a lot of people are trying to call out saying that, I want to go for the title shot. I want to win the Royal Rumble. It's hard to tell. Like you said about John Cena, I don't think he will win the Rumble. I think he's gonna he's gonna fight till Mania. I know that.
I think he'll be in the final 4.
Yeah, he will be. I reckon it'll be final 4.
Randy Orton will make a return, not win it, but he would make a return there.
Because
sure.
think about,
I wouldn't mind Randy winning it.
Like if he returns, I don't know. It's hard.
Randy deserves a world title, but on John Cena, think about it. He said on his return back to Netflix, he goes that he doesn't want to take the spotlight off anyone. He wants he wants to work himself up.
Yeah,
like work himself. He doesn't want to take anyone's spotlight, like how we saw with The Rock when he came in.
Yeah, and he got the easy shortcut. Yeah,
this is the best way for Cena to get his moment. He earns it through the Royal Rumble. You know, because he doesn't want to take anyone's position through just normal way. This is the best way to get his chance.
He earned it himself.
He earned it himself.
Yeah.
I think Royal Rumble, it'd be the perfect, not send off, but his final Royal Rumble to actually win.
But it won't happen because the whole storyline, we saw in that promo him saying that, I don't know if I'm going to get 17 time. I don't know. I haven't won in
losing streak.
How many days? 2,000 days.
2,000 something days.
So
that's
you can already tell that's the story going forward for John Cena. So he won't have this spectacular main event at WrestleMania or whatever. He won't have that, bro. He'll probably have it at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's right.
Because what's his motto? Never give up. So he's going to never give up. Try to get that win, and then by the end maybe SummerSlam. He gets the main event of SummerSlam.
Look, we're talking about Cena. This is his last WrestleMania this year in 2025. Now, there's 4 potential matches he could get at WrestleMania. Now, depending if he wins the Royal Rumble, even if he doesn't win it, Gunther is a high chance he might get. He might not win it. For me, I feel Logan Paul's the one he's going to verse. That's very high rumors that he's going to verse Logan Paul.
Hell no.
I just feel...
Habibi, why are you bringing up Logan Paul for?
That's the rumors right now.
Because Logan Paul's trying to say, I'm going to be the face of Raw.
That'd be a slap in the face.
I see WWE doing something like that. I don't want it to happen. I think Gunther is probably the best option for Cena. Randy Orton, I don't think that would happen.
They've had their rivalries.
But I don't know why I feel Logan Paul's gonna be Cena.
You look at Cena's previous WrestleMania matches. He had Austin Theory. This is his final year. I don't want him to see. I don't want WWE Triple H to give him Logan Paul. That's just for me a slap in the face. His last WrestleMania, giving him Logan Paul, and who knows, he might lose. You never know.
But why Logan Paul?
That's what, I don't know why. I think
if do they see him as the next John Cena? I
don't think so,
bro. If you're talking about John Cena WrestleMania, I know we talked about Roman Cody, but bro, it has to be Cody John Cena. If
that's what,
as a passing of the torch moment, because we all know Cody Rhodes is the modern day John Cena. His work schedule is crazy. Yeah. The way he connects to the kids, crazy. It's like he's John Cena. He's that Super Cena. So I feel like it's a great passing of the torch moment. But bro, I don't know. Don't see bro. Why Logan Paul? But
it wouldn't make sense. It would ruin everything. There'd be no hype around it.
And everyone boos at him too. So on top of that,
CM Punk did mention Cena today.
He actually did.
He mentioned it.
Imagine that match.
That'll be a good match.
I was just saying,
bringing back 2011.
Their promos will be the best.
So who are you saying Cena would verse at WrestleMania?
Look, I don't know. Look, Cena has already versed Punk in the past. He's versed Cody Rhodes maybe once or twice in the past, maybe
somewhere around that.
I think you put Cena versus Gunther. I think that'll be a good match. That one. I think it'll be decent.
Does Gunther have the belt?
Yeah. Well, he's going to retain it, obviously. But it'll be a match.
Gunther's not losing the belt.
No, he won't.
He will not lose the belt.
John Cena loses his last match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, no, it won't happen.
I don't know. It's hard, bro.
It would definitely be a non-title match.
Yeah.
I don't
maybe Randy is in the picture then.
Maybe he's in the picture.
Yeah, I think so.
I heard there's rumors that when Randy returns, he will return as a heel
and eliminate Cena,
and probably something with the Cena storyline.
But do you just forget about the storylines he's had with Kevin Owens?
True. But maybe he comes back and teams up with Kevin Owens.
That's an option too.
That's an option too.
Because it's not going to be, as I said, it's not going to be that easy for John Cena to win the belt.
It won't be easy.
WrestleMania is only 3 months away.
Yeah, it's not going to be that easy.
It's not going to be that perfect run. He's going to win everything. Like you said, Cena came out and said, I'm not the same Cena before.
When Royal Rumble comes, we'll know a lot. If we see Randy eliminate Cena, them locking eyes to each other, that'll
feed families, bro.
That's gonna be the best rivalry in the one of the best rivalries in.
I miss that Hill Randy.
You know what? I'm gonna say John Cena Randy.
Yeah,
I think they'll store the Randy Orton Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
he wanted to probably do with Cena first.
Right, logically, I actually want Cody Cena, but I want Randy.
Randy's on the top of this.
I'll go Randy Cena.
Yeah, they have to give a one last ride with him and Cena. That would be crazy.
Can I say something? Let's go back to how we said about the Royal Rumble predictions, top 3. Bro, you forgot all the young guns too.
They won't win.
No way they won't win.
No way.
But bro, I feel like I don't know. I'm not gonna say like
They
he
might-
will win, but I feel like he's gonna be in that top 3, maybe number 3, Jacob Fatu. Bro, he's been doing well, but decent. But bro, they signed him for a reason, bro. I know it's too early, but bro, you need young people.
They
to
might
win.
give someone a push. You never know.
You don't know who.
Maybe, but yeah, I think with the roster they have, it's going to be a
Yeah.
top, like a massive top 3.
Look, we completely missed this topic, Anthony. The whole 3-4 weeks, whole month, you've been talking about that new guy.
Bro, and I've been telling you guys, but he's like forgotten. I kept telling
Yeah,
you.
you can say that.
Penta.
Oh,
Penta.
Penta.
He
Oh,
came from
yeah, bro.
AEW and he debuted in WWE.
Yeah.
That was a good debut.
What
Not
a
gonna lie.
massive debut! A massive debut. Sorry.
Yeah, it was obviously he was going to face Gable. You know, as soon as you
Yeah,
saw the mystery opponent and you
Yeah.
saw
We just
Penta was
knew.
going to return.
He said he wants to choose one of the best luchadors.
It was the
to
worst
face him.
kept secret in WWE.
Yeah,
Everyone knew
Everyone
what was
knew it, yeah. I think it was it was a very solid performance.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, he probably can. It's just a start. He probably can
Yeah.
has so much more to offer. He can do better.
Yeah.
Chad Gable again loses again. I really hope to see Chad Gable. As he said, he wants to win a world title.
Singles
just
title.
a belt.
I think
singles
intercontinental,
title.
I think.
I hope we get to see that because he
Yeah.
deserves it. But yeah, Penta was a good start for his career, and he will only get
Yeah.
better.
He was very like creative in the way he fought.
Yeah.
Like
He's-
lots of
he's
good
no
moments.
Rey Mysterio,
Mysterio,
bro.
but
he's different, bro. He's a very different performer. Like
You've seen his highlights
high
and that.
flying skills, bro, and his performance.
did you see that one he jumped over the rope? That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
good.
yeah.
That was good.
But bro, I think at the start of the match, that's when Chad Gable like tried to aim for his leg, and he was like getting hurt, like a
Yeah.
lot. Because bro, you know when the wrestler debuts like into WWE, you know what to expect. Like you're gonna bring your A game, like you're gonna excite the fans up, like
Yeah.
everyone's gonna go excited.
And that's what he did.
But at the beginning of the match, I wasn't too sure about it because Chad Gable just kept eyeing at his leg and kept injuring his leg, and he was getting hurt. But then after that, it just changed it around.
Yeah.
And then that's when the
took
fans
control.
started psyching up for Penta
Yeah.
to get back on his feet. And that's when like he won the
clicked.
match, obviously.
Yeah.
But who would you put Penta for different like
face
matches,
off?
like for superstars?
Now
like
I
Seth
think right now,
Rollins or-
I feel he's just gonna keep
He'll
having
get
matches
matches.
for now.
yeah,
Just
but
to
like, who
warm
are you
up.
gonna put on the list? Like Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker. Like you need big.
He'd probably get like a. Again, he's just building himself up now.
Nah, he
won't-
will.
I don't think he'll have a rivalry
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now. Maybe give him another 2 matches and then he might focus on someone. But yeah, it's a good introduction for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, is that a wrap up?
I think that's a wrap up.
That's it.
We're back.
Guys, we're back on
it.
again. It's the
Off
first
the-
edition of Off the Ropes. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. It's the same podcast, but just a different name. So if you guys are new here, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode.